right, let's get our Snap client loaded up. Where are you at, game? We get a best deck roundup for Snap. Absolutely. The best decks roundup for Snap will happen tomorrow. Or maybe late tonight. Because I'm just doing those myself now. So let's wait for the editor to get to it. So probably late tonight. I will, before I go to bed, I'll dig into Untapped. We're gonna start today's segment by giving some thoughts on the OTA and then looking at early Untapped stats. And then tonight, once we've had more hours for Untapped stats to get calculated in, I will, do a deeper dive and make some deck suggestions, I think. Starbrand does not seem particularly. Oh, let me grab the live stream chat from the YouTube side. If you've chatted on YouTube, I have not seen it yet. Apologies, I'm clicking through now. All right, so they took a lot of points out of Hela, right? So it's what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? But I will say, while they took 8 points out of Hela, they kind of gave her 12 points when they nerfed Scar last week, right? Is it 9? 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, this is 4, so 9. They took away 75% of the power they gave her, yeah? So I haven't looked at any Untapped stats yet, but I would wager she's probably still fine. That's a good point / question. Maybe she doesn't run Black Cat after the nerf. I could see that being the case. Hela was very, very good after the Scar change. I really like the Captain Shield change, making him not synergize with Zudex and making him not synergize with Cull Obsidian are both very good changes while leaving the rest of the card intact. I like the Thanos change a lot. I think Thanos was a deck. We're going to start with Thanos today because I really like Thanos Destroy before these buffs, and these obviously are strict upgrade for it. Wolverine buff seems like the freest of buffs. Card's still pretty mid, I would wager. Destroy's been struggling in general. The Bruce Banner change is interesting. He's obviously much better than before, but I also kind of feel like he's not... I feel like he's not the kind of card you want to be good. I think in a perfect world, Bruce's design not being a metagame staple is probably good for the game. It seems like the type of effect that one's gonna be pretty frustrating. I am concerned about the Loki change. I am worried that I'm about to open Untapped and I'm about to step into a queue full of Loki. Hopefully I'm wrong, but the Loki change is concerning, to say the least. Latest patch, post-infinite popularity. Look at top 10%. Well, are these stats bugged? They must be bugged, yeah. If it says a card has 100% popularity. All right, can I look at this data? It didn't say 100% when I looked at. Weird. No, everybody just has Leech in their deck. All right, I mean, Loki's performance is not amazing, but his play rate is really high. Ugh. 20% Goliath play rate, 43% Shang-Chi play rate. Isan is struggling. Thanos is positive, but I wonder how much of this is Thanos inside of Erishim. Hey, that's not non-Thanos, non-Erishim Thanos. Got, let's not say good stats, but okay stats. Agamotto, good cards. And shout out to the gamers grinded almost 200 games with this pile of cards despite terrible results. Yeah, none of the samples here are about to be very large. Oh, that's true. Gorgon is a Loki hate card. A good thought. Look at Bruce Banner, chat. 49.6% win rate. So powerful. So powerful. Spectrum stuff is still very solid. Yeah, I can look at all of Infinite. Part of the problem with looking at all of Infinite is like this is someone using a macro, right? Like this isn't a real human being. They're farming season pass experience or boosters or something for these cards. These are all recent cards, right? So this is someone farming boosters. Is Gorgon better than Mobius? They're very different cards. Gorgon is a card that's good against like Erishim and Thanos stones and stuff like that. This too, right? This is not. This is someone farming season pass experience. Shauna, Squirrel Girl, Ebony Maw is a season pass experience deck. Destroy still just looking like super aggressively mid. Check the meta tab real quick here before we move along. Play some games. Bullseye stuff and ongoing, standing out a little bit at the top. This was control. Big. All Wiccan stuff? It's not. Like this group of classification should probably like this deck and this deck. And this is why you gotta dig into Untapped stuff a little bit, especially right after a patch updates. Like these two decks don't belong in the same category grouping, right? These two in the same grouping seems fine. And then I wonder what's going on here that this one is so much worse. What's the difference? The build without Loki having the better stats. That's promising. Nobody want to play against Loki. Been drawing Agamotto good stuff. Yeah, I think I should import this one. Give that a try here today at some point. I want to start with Thanos, but I poke at that one. The one with the poor stats didn't have Sam Wilson in it. Oh, that's a good catch. Hello, Moto. Hello, Agamotto. And freaking Starbrand. Although, I guess this is someone farming bot experience again. I'm going to look at just top 50% and look at Starbrand to hopefully remove the people bot farming. Kitty Pride Frigga stuff. Perhaps the least bad, but also cube positive. This is just like Sarah tech cards with the werewolf for some reason. I'm not looking forward to doing Starbrand weekend missions. Yeah, I'll probably just skip them. Card seems both uninteresting and kind of mid. Alright, I think I want to start here. We played a bunch of this in Sanctum, and I played a bit of it on the ladder after it. I liked it on the ladder too. And that was before Thanos got 2 extra points. What are they? They buffed Space Stone too? Is that the one? We got a 1/2 stone now. That said, I didn't want to play him into here because ideally I wanted to be able to blow up a full 3 things. That works out for us though, hopefully. A neutral location. Flippin' Ninja, thank you for the 16 months. 12 here should be enough to win the raid. Glad we had it right away. Is there any info on how ranked will be structured in Pocket? Absolutely none. Wow. Where were you last turn? I mean, I'd be pretty surprised if ranked in Pocket looked that different from ranked in TCG Live. So Lucas gives us +2 on the right, which is nice. So Daredevil here, gonna let us see what our opponent is doing before we decide what to do here on turn 5. Loki, Gorgon, Domino. Why are they filling the center. That's weird, yeah? So they're gonna be at 8, 10, and I'm gonna be at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Luke in the center is winning there. I can't just do this, yeah? They would need to shag me plus play a 4 power thing over here. Seems unlikely.
Victory.
First game into Loki stuff a success. I guess Lokiing Thanos isn't that amazing, right? Because you don't get to Loki my stones. I get to Loki cards that start in my deck.
Destiny will arrive.
I'm gonna put this in the center. Because if it's a neutral location or just a place we can blow up at, we'll put Bucky Barnes into there and then depth lock on 3 probably. Oh yeah, that's great. Oh man, and then I can go Uncle Ben Venom on the turn, the next turn. There are a lot of gamers playing Gorgon right now, huh? Unironically, this card getting added to the game is probably one of the reasons why they added, or they buffed Thanos, because that card certainly hurt him. They have a lot of energy next turn. Man Thing doesn't make the shield smaller anymore. The fun happenstance. They have 8 energy, so I don't even know that 15 is winning here is the problem. Well, I mean, unfortunately, there's Vibranium in my deck, but they're still not drawing cards, I suppose.
Opponent snapped.
I think we're dead. Yeah.
Escaped.
I'm actually missing a 700 gold variant right now, so not getting gold from one of those for the first time in forever. I'm out of boxes. I wasn't 700 gold variant complete, chat. Am I no longer a whale? It's brave of you to admit something so shameful so publicly. It's true. Oh, for frick's sake. Ugh. We would have not put a soda out. We could have Mockingbird, Crimson Cosmos. Yeah, I guess. This just doesn't seem very good. It feels like we're just dead.
Escaped.
I don't think we're upgrading Uncle Ben. Stay where he's at. One's on Alliance mission. We're at over 40k for the week. Not bad. Got a few more days. 10 power or less, probably eventually. Fellow Thanos enjoyer, also with Agamotto though. Yeah, the confetti shield really is something else, so. Are they chibiing the shield? It's a fun thought. They just have Mind Stone and we have nothing. I saw someone asking if a $75 with Uncle Ben and some resources was worth it. I didn't see the comment section, but I can't imagine it was more than a simple no LOL. I mean, for what it's worth, Marvel Snap, generally speaking, doesn't release bad rate bundles. Most of the bundles Marvel Snap releases have similar ratios of in-game currency to dollars that you're spending on them. So whether or not you're a random given bundle is good for you basically depends on like what your spending limit is for a game like Marvel Snap, along with what extra resources or things you want with the progression resources you're buying. Dark Ride, thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. A lot of Wiccans so far today. Which is kind of interesting, because they didn't buff him directly, right? Killmonger could get me out of here. Space Stone could also get me into here. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and I think I do this then, yeah? This gives me a free death and it lets me put Thanos into the Space Throne? Oh gosh, it even lets me Reality Stone Death's Domain because the Thanos costs 5? Wow, they're so cooked. So the Space Stone here says, nothing can stop you from playing or moving Thanos. The savor the flavor moment here in the throne. And then Reality Stone letting death into Death's Domain. Also, really just kind of a Vorthos game here.
Victory.
Sweet one for us. I like Uncle Ben in this deck a lot. I think he's really slick. It is a little weird that normally Death can't get into her own domain. Yep.
Universe shall be set right.
Give me another stone. Give me another stone. Edge. Well, drawing another stone here means we can Mockingbird on 3, which is nice. Holy. What a third location. Oh, wow. Poor Thanos, chat. This deck just gets metagamed in like 6 different ways. It definitely needed the buffs. I'm gonna be curious to see if they're enough. Definitely feeling like a climb. I do this, and then next turn, I could do this, this, and this, because I have these. That energy from here.
All systems go.
How big is Ajax if they hazmat? Pretty big. I just punt that lane, right? This, I assume they can't win the middle. These afflict decks don't usually have room for Shang Copium, right? Yes, it's all 6 stones. So I could maybe try and contest here. Hopefully they just feel like they can't contest the center. I'd still have 11 in the center even through a Shang. Why not Power Stone right? Because the Power Stone doesn't have any points on the right with Diamondback. And I want an extra point in the middle in case they Shang me. I think they're cooked. Joke's on you, Juggernaut! I didn't know which side I wanted to play Thanos on anyways. Get out of my game!
Victory.
Get out of my game! The stream title about No One Cries for the Wicked. Hela got 9 points nerfed out of her yesterday. Anyone else feeling dead? This, I guess, but maybe they have nothing else cheap here.
Escaped.
The event card for High Voltage, Ghost Rider BC or whatever. What does he do again?
The universe shall be set right.
Yeah, I forget what his name is. He has to do with this card stuff coming up here too at some point, right? You discard your lowest power card, it loses equal to the power discarded. Got it. Yeah, it seems okay for now. It's called the first Ghost Rider. Discard the lowest power card for your hand, remove that card's power from those. Jojo. Wrong order. Oh, I'm gonna get zeroed out of this and I'm gonna feel so dumb. This is the wrong order. Order in the cart. Ew. Sometimes lucky. Yes, I am aware the Ghost Rider card does not work with goblins. That was confirmed. Joaquin Torres Thanos. Okay. You know, maybe I'm supposed to wait to play the Power Stone in case I wanted to Killmonger this game. Yep. I probably don't want to Killmonger though, yeah? Do I? I'm unsure. It means because I have big Thanos if I want him. Is the thing. I don't know. Killmonger could guarantee the right. The problem with that is, I would have to commit a bunch of stuff that's not a one cost to win it there, which I don't think is worthwhile. This wins some of the time. I think they just can't play for Mojo World. And they don't want to play a big thing into the center.
Destiny will arrive.
I'm gonna play Time Stone off of the lake since I'm gonna want to.
Hey, you found a rope.
I'm gonna want to Carnage it. Set up to eat in the middle. I think I'm staying. We're obviously a Dark Hawk deck, but Rip. I think something I've been entirely convinced of after my break from Marvel Snap and then coming back is that Marvel Snap's release cycle is kind of lame. I think a big part of why my first couple of weeks back were so great is because there were so many new to me cards, which meant I got to experience and play new things without people just hard countering you constantly. And this experience of there's a new thing to do, oh, we're gonna run into a bunch of people just playing the hard counter for it, is like such a feels bad experience. What did we pork? Speaking of feels bad experiences, I didn't see it. Did anybody catch it? I was zoomed in on a card, so you might not have been able to see it. Gorgon's an awful design. I disagree with that. I think Gorgon's a very fine, reasonable design. I think in a game like Marvel Snap, where there are so many cards that are hard counters, it's really makes it hard to enjoy a new thing. Because no matter how you try to enjoy it, there's gonna be someone around playing your just hard counter. It means when Thanos is the most interesting thing to do from the OTA, we're gonna queue into Gorgon and Dark Hawk a bunch. It's actually the first Hawk deck, but like I think half the decks we've played against during the set have had Gorgon in them. I really think I think Marvel Snap would be more fun in terms of card releases if they released everything at the start of the season instead of one per week. That way there's more than one new thing to explore, and you can't just play the hard counter to the only new thing. You have to hedge your bets and actually choose your tech cards accordingly, not just I'm gonna crap on whatever the shiny new toy is. Drawing an extra card here actually doesn't get me anything, right? Hands full, so I want to destroy what extra things, that way death gets cheaper.
Rest in peace.
I was kind of hoping that would go to the left so I could death block my time stone next turn without giving anything up, but... Oh, that's fine. Blade, blink... Legion... Gore. Would it be better to run Mobius instead of Luke? If I thought it was better to play Mobius instead of Luke, I would be playing Mobius instead of Luke. Like the short answer to your question. I think Luke Cage is the carded Marvel Snap that will win you more games on his own than literally any other card in the game. If there's a particular deck you really want to beat that loses to a different tech card, that's your tech card slot, play it instead. But I'm pretty confident Luke Cage is the one. So I porked an Infinite, but in reality it's like not a big deal, right? Because they passed anyways. They have Blade, Blink, Legion, Gore. I mean, I'm staying, and we're just hoping the cards fall in a way that's reasonable for us. Oh, the Carbartage, though, means that they're gonna get to Blade and then Hela again, yeah? Kinda scary. Oh, and they're gonna discard the... Oh, interesting. There's no way they're beating 20 on the left, yeah? Cool. Weird. Someone asked, is Shang-Chi the card that wins you more games? So Shang-Chi is a card that has a strong emotional bias in favor of playing it, meaning it feels really good when you blow people out with it. But I think Luke Cage wins you a higher raw number of games. Luke Cage isn't just a tech card that's good against like Hazmat and Scream. He's also a variance-reducing card. The number of times you win like Jotunheim or Negative Zones, or even things like Sewer System or Necrotia. Because of that card are really good. I like to play my stone on 1, so if I draw another stone for 2, we can Mockingbird on 3. It's a club. House. Black Swan Thanos. This is probably bad for us. I think we have to leave if they snap. Killmonger could potentially ruin their Galacta this turn. It can, yeah, because it's gonna move her. Oh, come on, you stupid game. Oh, come on, you stupid game. Now Galacta's gonna power up their right side card and get a bonus from Necrotia. And we got a freaking Infinite, so I don't even get my My Raft card? No, wait. Okay, cool. Okay, JK, LOL. Man, on an average raft, they would be so dominated. But on an infinite raft, they're very much not. I'm leaving. I think I'm leaving. It's a spot where we might get a leave out of them too, just because we have a raft card, but also don't like to retreat. You know, being fully cooked to any reasonable hit. All right, we're having an okay session, but we're not getting completely hard countered. Our deck feels reasonable. Let's go ahead and tap some adverts so they don't happen over the middle of gameplay, because that's super rude, so I don't want that to happen here. See you in 120 seconds. Thanks for checking it out. Don't go anywhere. Watching on the YouTube side, consider tap the like button on the live stream. Appreciate the 108 people that did that. Once the algorithm know, we're back to making regular Snapple happen. Just sending a thanks. I've been having fun with Snap longer than I have any other card game, and your stream is a big part of why. Thanks, Puppet. Appreciate the biddies. Tis Dave. Thank you for the brand new Prime. Thinking about the positional cards coming up, do you think they will add or amend a move card to change cards within the same location like Spider-Man? I think with back versus the front of a location mattering, or left versus right, we'll probably get cards that shuffle the order at a location eventually, but I wouldn't expect them to change existing cards to do that, no. Wouldn't surprise me if they changed it. Hey, Mice, thanks for hanging out. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Do you find Sam Wilson effective in this deck? I think Sam Wilson is not optional in any deck playing Mockingbird moving forward. He is very, very optimal because he effectively makes Mockingbird cost 2 less. Or 1 less, whatever the number is. Oh man, where is my daddy? Papa, can you hear me? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, gamers. I think unfortunately we're gonna have to eat Sam. Man, I hope this card ends up being bad because it is such a rancid one. All right, I think we do this because it forces the carnage into the center to kill the other Bucky Barnes. And then I can kill Monger to clear this out next turn. Oh man, about to be Cosmo'd. All right, we didn't get Cosmo'd, step one. Oh, I can't move this anymore. Yikes, I knew that was happening somewhere in my heart of hearts. Do I want to get rid of this? I can't tell. I think I want to get rid of this. I guess if I draw Death or Mockingbird, it's good for me. This is really close. She's not going to be wholly free either, though, yeah? Free enough. Oh, and I actually still have priority. This works out perfect, yeah? Yeah, this is great. Cooked. Destiny will arrive. Gonna draw some stones. Bucky Barnes. Can someone sell me on Loki in the Agamotto deck? You're less likely to have it early, and you're less likely to like have your spells and stuff from it too, right? I guess King Atiri works with both halves? Question mark? I guess? That's so unfortunate. The Wakanda with the mirror dimension here makes my Mockingbird death awkward. I kind of have to choose between them.
Rest in peace.
And now all 3 of my bombs are 5s, which is not great either. And then I think I just play for left and right here, yeah? Because they're set up to add points in the middle. SJ Rut, thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I'll be up 15 on the right, and I'm going to be up 15 on the right and the left. They need to add 2 to the center while beating 15 on one of the sides. And they've already played a copy of Death. I guess they could have a cheap Mockingbird, but even that's only 9, right? Their Mockingbird costs 2 right now. They would need like Mockingbird plus a way to blow this up, plus another 6 points past the bird. Both Lokiing away your Agamotto card sounds bad, and being less likely to have your Loki early sounds bad. So it's just one of those, when you think about every aspect of it, you're like, none of this is good. What are we doing? Just this. Code DB, thank you for the 23 months. Welcome back. Making Asgard more challenging. Okay, that puts them down 2. It cleans us a spot in the center. Down 2 is enough to win it for us. Awesome. I can't tell if this is good or not. Might not be. Hopefully we just flip Reality Stone out. A professional. God, I'm so freaking good at this game!
Breaking
Breaking news. Oh, the daily bungle means I don't get to draw a card, though. Can lose the left, I suppose. I'm only going to 20 there, but
Victory.
a decent amount of points over here, especially with Rocket and Groot. All right, we didn't lose the left, chat. Hopefully the left also holds in the vote this afternoon. Could find out soon. The vote this afternoon is to pass the Republicans' desired budget, which includes almost $1 trillion in cuts to Medicaid over the next decade, cuts to nutritional assistance programs like SNAP, and effectively giving Elon Musk and the Doge apparatus a blank check. Whatever. It's not, stop, don't, I'm gonna give you a timeout for actualing me. It has to do with how money is allotted. Don't actually, that's not technically the budget. Go away. Get some help. I want to Venom this turn. I want to do this. The problem is that my Mockingbird gets smaller. It might still be correct.
Rest in peace. Impressive.
If I do this and the center holds and I win the center, I can Thanos and Death next turn. Reality Stone on New York could screw them if they fill. Yeah. I just don't know how I win the game after that, outside of like maybe they get screwed. You're right. I might need to just get lucky to win it. Maybe, I don't know. This could go either way. All right, rewarded, I suppose. Wow, they really went hard here, huh? Oh my goodness. And Power Stone lets us win the game? Wow, what a... Whoo, doggy. That's a big Thanos.
Victory.
That's right. Was that 3 Lokis in a row you beat? Yeah, Loki's not good against our deck. Okay, they don't get my stones. They like if they roll like my copy of Death, it's okay for them, but they're missing a big synergy piece of our deck when they Loki me. Snap here. Titan's really good for us with the Mockingbird draw. Rest of our hand is solid too. I'm gonna play the Chimichanga out now, just in case this location decides to shove something in my hand. I think we're staying. They about to like Gorgon me or something? Like Gorgon Chimichanga? That's a I have a tech card snapback. No, it's I have Mr. Negative snap. We have a game, as they say. Oh, I should save Reality Stone for Limbo. Yeah, probably. Let's play rocks at least. Hundred percent should have saved reality. So. Mistakes were made. Man. I think we're cooked, video gamers. Oh, sad. If we cope hard enough, can we stay? Absolutely. The worst part about never drawing Killmonger is that we would have turned off their gore, yeah? They have Iron Man and Mystique, and I'm only ending at 17 here in the center. Oh no, Saka, thanks for the 10 months of Prime, appreciate it, welcome back. Could Fire Hair be eating a deck like this? Absolutely, Fire Hair probably goes in. Absolutely, probably. Absolutely, probably. Yeah, drawing extra cards off your stones after you blow them up sounds lovely.
Universe shall be set right.
Holy. There are... title is Bam, you just got tilted. So they're playing Aeroship, yeah? They have, how many cards? Did Aeroship just turn one Loki be? That's what just happened there, yeah? Their title does not disappoint. Oh, they're actually not, they're, Agamotto Thanos? Why would you put Agamotto and Thanos in your deck to get rid of them on the first turn? I truly just don't understand. Why would you put those cards in your deck to get rid of everything in your deck on the first turn? Because I don't get it. I feel like there's a joke and I'm just missing the punchline. Because it's like, it's not limited to this person, right? We've played against so much Loki Agamotto today. A bunch of people are doing it. The Thanos stones are there because they give you card draw after you Loki. Okay, you know what else? You know what else gives you more card draw with Loki? Playing Loki consistently early. You know what you're not gonna do when your deck has however many cards in it? Play Loki consistently early. So they have Living Tribunal, so I only need to play for 2 locations here. The question is, how do I best play for 2 locations? I think it's this. So I'm adding 12 over here up to 27. I'm adding 1 more here up to 24. So they would need 9. They need 27 total points here. Local man about to be shanked.
Must be controlled.
Oh man. Oh, wait, there's still another turn. I thought that was the last turn. That's why I played my cards. That's fine. With our draw, we would have lost anyways, yeah? Yeah, so they're playing a 20-card deck. They played Loki on 1, and they had Shang-Chi in their opener alongside it as well in their 20-card deck.
Escape.
My opponent also left. Lovely. Good stuff. What a game. What a game. All right, not playing Sam in the center. Got it. They are actually playing Agatha, I think. I guess I can't tell from their deck size necessarily. I think they are. Oh, this is funny. Because now my shield... Man, that's really scuffed for us. We need what's his name? We need Kill Daddy. I need Kill Daddy! Papa! Papa! Please, Papa, I need you! Oh, Papa. Papa, can you hear me? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, no. You know what, though? If I Killmonger while playing Mockingbird, Uncle Ben stays in the throne, right? Because the cards blow up in the order they were put on the board. Meaning these blow after him. But I actually can't play Mockingbird or anything else here if I want Uncle Ben to come out of the Space Throne. Really important catch here. That's a little bit sad for us.
Impressive.
Mockingbird and Death trade costs here.
Opponent snapped.
I think I'm staying. They have 9 energy this turn. Oh. Suppose. I get like Red Guardian down the right. That what the snap is? Deck card snap. All right. Got your Agamotto spell. You got me. Dinner's ready. Come and get it. We them to not have the give +3 to Agamotto. Oh, this is a one drop. Oh, fuck you. I'm so sad we lost this game. I played so tight. Got absolutely screwed by a Camp Lehi debris. Yes, and they had the spell they needed in there. Bigger than usual deck. I think Thanos is like the only bigger than normal deck card I really kind of doesn't kind of suck. Because at least it keeps all of the probabilities mostly the same, because like you're making your deck larger, but you're also offsetting that by drawing cards typically. Everything else is just so much more frustrating. Because you're like, all right, I can't play around stuff because it's 50% to happen or less than that, rather than the 75. And like when it's 75, it's right to leave. But when it's 50%, it's like, well, guess we're supposed to be hanging out. None of the data we have around Agamotto currently suggests that the card is too strong. It's really, really weird that people keep asking about nerfs for him. Or once again asking for Killmonger, yep. Hey, another Killmonger request.
Don't even. Wrong place, buddy.
I think I'm saving this as a surprise. Because if they don't find what's his name, they think they're winning here, and then I Killmonger these off on the last turn and sneak it out.
Opponent snapped.
And I want to snap him back. We're beating Shag. Are we beating Shag in the center? We are beating Shag in the center. I'm gonna get blown out by something silly. You think we're gonna lose to Juggernaut? Where do they jug us? I think they jug here usually, yeah, because this is the one I have to win. I just don't play this. Holy video gamers!
Odds with the throne.
No go Cerebro. God bless.
Victory.
Always end the deck on a high note, chat. We're not going to be done snapping. We're going to wrap on this one. God, we won more than half our games. We were cube positive even without that last one, I believe. I don't have any changes. I think the deck's good. If you're missing either of these cards, you probably cut the other, but it's also probably a lot worse without them. Mockingbird's very good in this deck, and Captain America, Sam Wilson, whatever we're calling him, makes her better. I think just every deck playing Mockingbird in perpetuity is going to play Sam as long as he does what he does. He basically unnerfs her from 6 back to 5. This core felt really solid before they added three additional points into Thanos' kit. And to be fair, this deck blows up the Space Stone a lot, but the 2 extra points on Thanos, this deck regularly plays out Thanos before the end of the game. Because generally speaking, you've spent all your energy going up into there. So if you're looking for something fun that's playing Uncle Ben and Thanos, I think this one's a really, really reasonable pile of cards to be. I'm going to tap an advert and run to the restroom while that goes. We'll be back with some more Sap in a little bit. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. There was nothing else in the OTA that was worth doing that's new, right? It's like just Thanos. I guess we could import Bruce Banner, but also like no one probably pulled for that card, so I'm not sure that a highlight performs well. New Black Cat stuff. I do have a Black Cat variant that I've not played enough of. She's just like an okay on rate card. I mean, I assume Cerebro 6 Hela has some numbers and they're not good. Surprise me. No numbers. What on earth could you possibly do that's both innovative with Wolverine and is meaningfully different when he's +1? I don't know, maybe he's like less embarrassing than he previously was. I was trying Cerebro 6 Hela and I kept losing to Shang. Yeah, that sounds right, 'cause you're like getting up to 10 power a lot. Malekith Black Cat. We could do Cerebro 6 without Hela. What does that look like? Because you have Lizard. And you have Luke. You get to play Moonstone. Yeah. Pulse to the 6s. Oh, Malekith is a 6. Sure. Man, this deck is sad that Bucky got buffed, huh? I mean, I've played worse looking decks. Certainly played worse looking things. Oh, Enchantress is a 6. She is, isn't she? I probably don't need the energy from Luna, right? Oh, I guess Malekith isn't good if I'm playing the Ham Hood Nico package. I agree with that. Enchantress is bad into all the Lokis. I mean, is it? Can I just play Cerebro on the last turn? Hellrider, bring back Black Cat. Absolutely not. Wolverine, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Nimrod package isn't bad. Call. I don't know. Maybe you could put up some. Maybe there's someone out there putting up mad numbers with this pile of cards, but I'd be surprised. I mean, just looking at the curve on this deck, and then you've got some disruption mixed in, this probably isn't terrible. Are there any other ongoings that, what's her name, could occasionally double that would be useful for us? Probably not. Would probably be like just Fister Mantastic. Just this. Gabriel, 9 plus 10 for the brand new Prime. Appreciate the support. I think we can start here. This looks good enough. Like we had a shop rollover. Forget to claim your free gift on the web shop. Dazzler is a 6 if you squid. She's absolutely not a 6 in this deck. Is Moonstone only for Cerebro? I mean, she's a 4/6 also. I think she's better than Mystique. Oh, is that good? That's fine, right? Hey, Mirror, thank you for the membership on the YouTube side. Appreciate the support. Is this above rate or on rate? It's normally 500 credits for 400. This is 8,000 for 5,000. Yeah, it's better. It's better than the base credit rate. I do like black cosmic borders. That is adorable. Oh, my client data didn't match because I just got the credits from the web shop. Have you been tempted by the Sage bundle? Not at all. I don't need collector's tokens ever, and I don't need collector's tokens ever, and I like my existing one more. If I buy this, I'd have to split 3 cards right away, 4 cards right away. I have a few days. I'll stew on this. We might play it on this before Monday. The web shop roulette bonus every day. Just got 500 credits for the site. Yeah, every single day you could hit the web shop and get 1 to 500 credits or other cosmetics. Well, putting Lizard in the raft normally isn't amazing, but we have an Enchantress to follow it up with, so it's probably fine. I think we just leave. Leave. I also likely can't use the card I'm getting from the raft, and they're getting a raft card they could use as well. Fine. There's a good chance this is like a lose 10 cubes and then delete deck. So sad.
Gotta run, hun.
I thought we would be playing Hela Swordmaster. Was my Marvel Snap break really that long that you thought we'd be playing Hela Swordmaster on this channel? Assuredly, my break wasn't that long. Star Brand mission this weekend is 300 tokens. Oof.
Opponent snapped. Escaped.
Back in my day, they tested 1,000 tokens weekend mission. You know what I bet, Steric? I would bet after their testing on those bigger ones, they concluded that giving tokens on the weekends didn't meaningfully move the needle on whether or not people bought the cards, but you can't take away a prize once you've added it, so they just left it nominal like it is. Oh, I will say the downside of the fact that we're playing ladder since I've been back instead of conquest is that the queue times have been kind of scuffed at high infinite periodically, but I don't know that the conquest queue times would be much better at this point. I'm told they're also not great, which would be another upside to them retiring conquest and putting some type of game mode that only has one queue in it in there. Do we get Phantom paired at this point? Whenever it goes that long, I'm always like, did it pair me? And it's just not showing it. The Conquest queue types have been miserable. Yeah, I really feel like they need to rethink their secondary game mode. Hard to think about it. They must have hit some really massive logistical issue with global matchmaking too, because it's just been like completely not mentioned on any of their roadmaps. Should Conquest be demoted to being a limited time mode like Diner? High voltage is like 110%. Like, I think high voltage or Sanctum should be the always on extra way to play Snap, and then Conquest should rotate in once every so often. Oh, wait. That, I actually can't use the card I copy, right? So I shouldn't do this? Because of the Mindscape? You have Loki'd my Cerebro 6 deck. Thank you for activating my trap card. Oh, they're Erishim. Okay. I don't know if my body's ready for them to have drawn my Enchantress. They drew 2 cards out of my deck. It could have been my Enchantress, yeah. That was funny though. We're gonna add another 6 and then like 18 over here and a bunch in the middle. Watch out for Shang. Shang who? Never heard of him. Never heard of him, gamers. Cannot hurt me. Blissfully unaware of his existence. Been Shang-Chi'd in my life. Certainly what's about to happen there. Jeff, did I miss your OTA review? We talked about it a little bit at the start of the snap segment today, and I posted on Blue Sky about it yesterday when it happened. Full disclosure / loose plans for the future. Most of the edited snap stuff or not gameplay focused I've done on the Hoaglandia snap channel since coming back hasn't really performed super well. It also wasn't performing well before my break, which is why that channel had slowed down. So I think I intend to do the best decks roundup every week because those do well, but things like data mine card reviews or OTA reviews, the juice just really isn't worth the squeeze. Just talk about it on stream. We don't need to make a thumbnail and schedule stuff and do the other work off stream. So it's not gonna be 6 power, obviously, but I think we just play this on curve because this is the Great Web. Can't the content just be a deck highlight of the buff card? I mean, I'll still do the daily deck highlights are a very minimal amount of work, and they perform well enough for the minimal amount of work. So yes, the daily deck highlights aren't going anywhere. Will be daily deck highlights that focus around showing off the new cards for sure. That's a very, very different kind of content than a formal review, yeah? I think this is probably textless, so go ahead and play her out on curve here. In theory, I could add another 8 points on the left here. Will Enchantress get the Cerebro bonus through the sewer system? Yeah, I have Lucas. She-Hulk Infinite. I mean, I'm beating Infinite Middle. Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate you.
Victory.
I can officially stamp exceeds expectations on this deck. One more. It's one more than one game. How does this version of Cerebro 6 compare to the one that runs Hela and Swordmaster? You ask that question like the OTA wasn't less than 24 hours ago, and there's an established version of Cerebro 6 with Swordmaster and Hela that's a defined 12 cards. Pretty kitty. They're probably both bad. There's the winningest take right there. Accurate. They both suck. Any other questions? Dexter was playing it, but I was wondering if there's any reason you omitted their inclusion here. I just built a different deck, gamer. It's not even about being a channel that doesn't play Hela. It's like, I get that there's a Black Cat in my deck, but like, what? If you put Hela in the deck, you need Swordmaster and Hellcow, and then you're at a minimum 25% different, which is effectively a different deck in a game where your decks are 12 cards. I'm just curious about deck building choices. So help me understand your curiosity then, right? Like, ask a specific question about a card that's curious rather than, hey, Jeff, why are we playing this instead of other build? Like, in a regular game of Marvel Snap, we're kind of okay here. In this game, they have 15 energy. probably supposed to leave, but I'm gonna be a fish because we're up cubes. Got me. You say 15. I did. Yeah, they played the Agamotto spell on Carbartage last turn.
Victory.
Any interest in Black Knight Starbrand? Not immediately upon hearing you say those cards together, but sell me on it. Why is making a 4/10 good? It's probably less bad now that they nerfed Hela, but just like, it's like setting up multi-card combos to get a 4/10 that can't be shanged. Doesn't sound particularly inspired to me. Something else going on there that I'm not thinking about? Long gore.
Gotta run, hun.
Thank you for the dead negative deck, but having a blast today. That one's so much fun. I love to revisit that one periodically. Need my black cat yet? Oh my goodness, Archer Loki just gives incredible value, huh? What if? I want to put Luke Cage in the same path as Lizard, so this way if they Enchantress my Luke Cage, they also Enchantress my Lizard. I think it's this. And then I won't have priority, so if they have Enchantress, they can only tag my Moonstone and not my Cerebro. We Moonstone Center, we have a good lane for Carnage. I mean, Carnage isn't a real draw either way, right? I'm not winning the left either way. With the basic arrow there. Safe to dance. Safe to dance. Safe to dance. Do do do. Do do do. Alright, I need one of my two people to live. And I need Nico to be average on the left. Cool. Safe to dance. Safe to dance. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. People keep Lokiing my crappy Cerebro deck. I was a little concerned about Loki going into today, but I feel like after playing against it, it's probably going to be a fad that burns out. Fingers crossed. Is this deck good, or are we just built different? I think our deck has a handful of good tech cards in it and has a low energy curve with okay stats to pair with those tech cards. From a pure deck building theory standpoint, it's fine. Magic and Wave. Galactus stuff? Could be Tribunal. Sarah stuff then, yeah? Behold my mighty hand. All right, Yugi boy. This is all I got.
Victory.
That's all I got, Yugi boy. Some noom bars, some pretty ladies, and some helmets.
Legendary.
Fine, Jeff, I'll craft this deck. You convinced me. There aren't any bait crafts in this deck, right? I guess Luna Snow is kind of trash, but we've played her in a few things. Luna Snow's the lowest quality card in here. I think if you're someone that has other decks you'd want to play Luna Snow in, I think Moonstone and Luna Snow are both like pretty fine uses of resources. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, I accept. Humbly and graciously. They keep Lokiing me, gamers. They keep Lokiing me. That one's bad for me, yeah? I think I have to leave here. We're losing.
Escaped.
Maybe we should cut the Enchantress, though. She's been a little bit of a liability into these Loki gamers. I think if we don't have an Enchantress in our deck, they're just really embarrassed when they take our stuff, usually. I don't know if there's another 6-power thing I want, though. Probably one of the... another 4-drop, that's fine. Malekith. Malekith's really not very good in our Carnage Hood Spider Ham deck. Bad autopilot suggestion. I mean, I don't want to Moonstone the Lizard Path, but I probably need to draw Luke to win this game anyways, right? So it's fine. Wiccan is 6 power. We do occasionally curve out. That's true. I wish they hadn't stat me so I could try and stay here, but without Lucas, I just realistically can't. Which is unfortunate, because our draw is real solid here. We get to Enchantress off the Lizard penalty, and then have another Demon. I could stay on a stakes raise than a 1 and 4. Or can I? Or can't I? Ball. Wait, they're playing Isan? Oh, okay. I was like, they haven't generated anything. Forgot about the win. This adds 8 in the center, up to 30. Then I'm going to 9, 12 over here. Ow. That was way closer than I was expecting it to be. Could we play Star-Lord? He is a 2/6, isn't he? He's not a 2/6 you ever play on curve. I don't know, the Enchantress has felt fine. I think you need the interaction. Our Loki games have been fine. So let's run some ads. I think I'm gonna keep running it as is. Than me. Watching on the YouTube side, we got over 300 viewers, only 200 like button pressers. Can we get those things to match? Maybe a little closer, please and thank you. The Cerebro 6 deck has performed well enough that we'll get to make some YouTube videos with it. So that sounds fun. lose out from here. We have enough reasonable ones at the beginning. Yeah, Medusa's a 2/5. It's so good. Star-Lord would be kind of like Maximus in this deck, right? Like he's a card you play on 6. Was Hela C6 considered? I just don't think Hela C6 is very interesting, and I think Hela's a boring card. I promise you, there are probably plenty of other Hela Cerebro 6 videos on YouTube. You can find them already. Except the only time I like to color firmly inside the lines like that is when it's something that I really like, and Hela is not remotely a thing I would describe as I really like. Angela's a 2/6 if you trigger her 3 times. Yeah, but if you trigger her 3 times, I don't know. I guess with Ham and Nico, maybe that's okay. I don't know. I think that's worse than the other cards I'm playing. I think if you wanted a 13th card for this deck, it's probably Star-Lord, but I don't know that I'm unhappy with any of the cards we're currently playing. I think if you're queuing into Loki every round and want to cut the Enchantress, you swap it for Star-Lord, but our Loki matchups felt fine even with the Enchantress. Sensei Zeus, thank you for the 20 months of Prime. Welcome back. Pretty Kitty keeps ending up in my opener. It's very sad.
Gotta run, hun.
Does Agamotto plus Thanos have the same number of cards in deck as Erishim? Or are they different? Worlds where Luna stops this Iron Patriot. Erishim adds 12, Agamotto and Thanos had 10. Oh yeah, I forgot they changed how much Erishim adds. It's a good show. Thinking of Erishim, this is they have 6 energy at the moment. That's true, Agamotto gives you an animation at the beginning. That's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Is there any chance Domino Wicked decks can be worth revisiting? Sure, I think that's fine. Just pick your 4 favorite 1-drops and then Domino and then fill your curve in from there. Or 4 favorite ones, including Snow Guard, Domino, probably 3 3s, Wicked, and then some top end. Probably win plenty of games with that. Is seeing the opponent's animation a bug? It is not. In fact, I believe there was a comment from the second dinner team that eventually you're going to see every start of the game animation for your opponent as well. That's actually something I've been requesting for a really long time, because things like Agamotto and Agatha and Thanos and Erishim, these are all what we refer to as derived information in a card game, meaning if I click on my opponent's portrait and I look at their deck count and their hand count, I can know they're playing those cards at the start of the game before anything happens. And anytime your players can derive that type of information through making extra effort, a good game client will show it to those players at the start of the game rather than expecting them to take extra actions and exert brain power to figure them out. Well, digital games should easily and readily provide all derived information to their players. Step going. It's been solid. I don't think the OTA really changed a whole lot. The stuff that was good before the OTA is probably still good, and the stuff that was bad is probably mostly still bad. We're doing some cute stuff. We did this. We're doing this. It's been okay. We played some Thanos Destroy earlier, which I liked. I liked that deck a lot even before it got a nominal buff. Hela got hit hard isn't Hela unplayable. Now, here's the way you should be thinking about the Hela change. In the last OTA, Hela got a change that added 12 extra power to her output on average. In this most recent OTA, they nerfed 9 power off of her. Think about Ghost Rider to bring Black Cat back. You can play that in the Enchantress slot, I think, but I don't think it's ideal, so I'm not playing it. They fixed this bug yet, or does this still work in my favor? Oh. Supposedly it was a bug that Nico could eat your spells. Allegedly. It was only a bug after someone stitched a Glen. I know. I still owe him stitches for that. Nummy, 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 nummy. Marvel Snap Cards gamers. Love some Marvel Snap Cards. Like a feature to be. All right. And if I draw Lucas, Carnage gets his points back. And if I draw Spider-Ham, I can put Spider-Ham into Spider Island. Wait, they didn't get rid of the Ice Cube. Oh, honey. Honey. This supposed to be 218 on the left and 32 in the center. Yeah, if our Ice Cube had lasted a little bit longer, we would have been able to play the Lizard out, but alas, their Winds of Latum had something to say about that. Maybe not killing the Ice Cube lets them win Spider Island. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. They'd have to beat 18 here while putting something here and here. They have 11 energy, so it's possible. You play Lizard instead of Max in case they're a Devil Dino deck? Sure, I'll bite. I think that's good. Good snapping. I was kidding. I mean, I think it's one of those ones where like it's unlikely, but it's a free roll, yeah. It doesn't cost me any equity to take that line playing around their thing. It's a super edge case, but it's one of those like once you think about it, you're like, sure. This deck has exceeded my expectations. My stats say we are 6 and 7, but cube even, so I'll take that. A couple of our losses were real close too. I was expecting to lose 3 or 4 in a row and be done with it, and we've like played functional games of Marvel Snap, so thoroughly better than expected. It's Lucas, my main man. So we were talking earlier, gamers, about it was this morning actually. I said my older vehicle wouldn't start, and maybe I don't want to know the answer to this question because we had someone just come over and start it up. I'm glad I didn't just jump it myself, and they said it's the alternator, it's not the battery. So what's an alternator gonna set me back? Do I want to know the answer to that question? Not sure. I'm not sure it's a question I want to know the answer. It's a 2015 Nissan Rogue. $600 is plus labor, so about $1,000. You'll also need a new battery. All right, good to know. I think I'm playing Max here because next turn if I draw Luke, I can go Cerebro Luke Demon. Obviously, we're like giving them an extra card, which isn't amazing, but this lets me play for all 3, yeah? And that means they can't shrink Lizard on the left? I think this is the line, yeah? Is Luke the best card in Marvel Snap? I think there's a real chance Luke's the best card in Marvel Snap. Like, just pound for pound what the card does. The battery's actually under warranty still, because I was surprised when it wouldn't start, because the battery's less than 3 years old. Negative power is too general effect, just as applications in a lot of places. Yeah, like he gets to slam dunk Ajax and Scream decks, and then he's like instantly good into so many locations. The people telling me suggestions on things I should do, like I'm gonna change the alternator myself. Absolutely not changing the alternator myself. Going to pay a professional.
Gotta run, hun.
I like that every single Dirty Arishin player in the game just like can't help themselves. They always have a red border on it. Like you have this little heads up like, oh, by the way, this is an Arishin matchup. Watch out. All right, I'm gonna put Moonstone into here this turn, and then we'll. Oh, all right. Well, I was gonna say we'll skip playing into here next turn, and then we'll play the following turn. Oh my goodness, I hate everything. Don't understand how this card is in the game still. Either of them. Oh, don't get it. I mean, I do need to go pick my wife up from the dealership. That was what she came in to coordinate. She's figuring out the car, so we're not gonna be streaming that much longer regardless. I got a couple more, but gonna have to go do that.
Gotta run, hun.
Oh my goodness, is this another airship opponent? I think it is, yeah. Okay, maybe we'll be done after this. Well, he's gonna end up dead one way or another. Okay, I'm turning off my Cerebro and winning this path. The Cerebro with Carnage next turn. Well, I get to draw some cards. Find a Spider Ham next turn. All right, gamers, enjoy your weekend. I hope everybody had a great Friday. Hopefully your weekend is enjoyable. I'll be back Monday. I had fun for a little bit at least. I'm gonna be off from doing live stuff over the weekend because we got stuff planned with the family. And I'll be back live again on Monday. I think the plan is we're going to do a few hours of Pokemon Pocket and then a few hours of Marvel Snap every day next week is the plan. Should be a fun week. This deck exceeded expectations. You know, sour airship games at the end decide. We won right around half of them. We were more competitive than I was expecting to be, which is all you could really say, I think. As one last plug on the way out the door, if you're someone who enjoys my stuff and you want an easy way to support it, which is a little bit of your time, we've got a mobile game sponsor on a brand new platform that's really sweet. Matchmasters is an Android and iOS game that you can install and then earn some trophies in to help support my stuff. But in addition to supporting my content while earning those trophies, you also get something for yourself on GrabTap. So you get points on their site when you complete goals in the games that you install through there. And then you cash those points in for gift cards to places like Amazon or Dunkin' or Target and even Xbox and Twitch. And if you've already played Matchmasters in the past, or if you're just looking for other games to check out through their promo, there's a bunch of other ones up here as well that have different goals for you to clear to collect points in. That I follow that are live that we can read. I'm gonna raid Not My Dance. They're a longtime community member, making great stuff. Check them out if you're looking for someone to stream. The snap after Galactus makes me laugh every time. We have to laugh, because the alternative is crying. Peace, folks.